And welcome back to Couple Movie Watchers with Ryan and
Anna.
in today's video, we gonna talk about Shang Chi in the 10 Rings and how well it did. So you don't want to miss today's video. We're gonna break it all down for you. So stay tuned. Alright folks, we are back. So before we get into the numbers here, I'm pulling up Rotten Tomatoes, and currently it has a fresh score of 92 by basically the critics, which I never really believe anyway, and an audience score of 98, which is still impressive right now. Typically these numbers tend to go down as the weeks go on, as more and more people watch it. But as of right now, those are some really impressive scores. People really enjoy this movie. It's starting to get a lot of buzz. So it's starting to roll really well. Like, I'm hearing more people are talking about it when they go see it. They're willing to risk their health out there in these streets, which I think is a good thing. We need the movie theater business to do really well. We're not going to watch it until like the third week out because we don't want to go to the movies while it's crowded. I don't like people in general. So we're going to see it on a weekday with minimal people. There's always going to be people at the movie theaters, but less people the better, man. I don't want to be... So yeah, I'm glad it's doing really well. I got high reviews. Did you think this movie was going to get... Before we talk about the numbers, do you think the ratings were going to be that high?
Remember the last time we were talking about it, I was kind of like doubting it. Mm-hmm. But then I saw that a few of my friends were posting it on their story on Instagram that, they're going to go watch it or they wanted to get tickets. So then I asked one of my friends, she said that she went to go see it. She was saying that she recommends me to go watch it. I was kind of like, okay, so is it good? Like, how good is it, And she was like 8 out of 10, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Well, I'm still kind of like not really hyped up about it, so it might be good. Usually when I don't think the best of it, it ends up being a good movie.
Kind of like the Suicide Squad. Like, they hyped that movie way too much, and then when you finally see it, it's like whatever. And I feel like right now, like, I'm hyped, but I'm not like super hyped like the Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah.
Like, Spider-Man got me really hyped. This one has me, okay, it's Marvel. I see all things Marvel, good or bad. I'm gonna watch it. Same like with zombie movies. I'll watch them all.
DC movies too.
DC movies, anything superhero related. From like even back in the day, I used to own some of the old school VHS copies of the original Fantastic Four. Anything superhero related, I'm gonna indulge in at some point in my life, and this is not going to be any different. But let's break it down. The reason why people want to know how well did it do, right? Well, our predictions were definitely off on this movie. It shattered records and it opened up to $71.4 million. Now, the great thing about this is it's good and bad. So it's playing exclusively in movie theaters for 45 days. So if you want to see it, you got to get your butt out and go out there and mingle with the people, right? So that's number one. Two, this is the second biggest opening since the whole pandemic. So it ended up barely beating Fast and the Furious, the new movie, and it's just below Black Widow. So you got to imagine how well Black Widow would have done if it wasn't for being released at the same time on Disney Plus, Premiere, All Access, or whatever. So they really did do Scarlett Johansson a little dirty, but it is what it is. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, I think this movie is killing it. I think it's the opened up for best Labor Day weekend, second out of the pandemic. It got like another almost 50 million overseas. So it's really killing it. And it's not even open in China yet, which is a huge audience for this film. So this movie is doing really well. It's killing at the box office. People tend to love this movie. So I'm glad to see. So that means the Eternals, which was actually pending the release of this movie, it has a chance of opening it up. So I think really when it comes down to it, if you come up with a product that people want to see, people are going to go see it. Especially when you have a name brand like Marvel. Mm-hmm. Marvel could release anything, or Disney could release anything. It's going to probably do pretty well, like Jungle Cruise, Cruella, Black Widow, even though they were playing on a Premiere Access, Disney Plus. Disney has a strong track record. If you have a following, people will go out to see it. And at the end of the day, people are kind of tired of being home. They kind of want to be around friends. Overall, people are just tired in general. And those who are going to go are going to go, and those who aren't going to go, they're just not going to go.
I mean, I agree with what you were saying. Like, it's, the brand helps the movies a lot. because they're Disney, Marvel, DC. Depending on the person too. Like if you trust this person's like judgment, then you'll be like, okay, then maybe I should go check it out, because they also told me that it connects to the Marvel universe. So I'm like, okay, let's see what she's talking about. So it kind of got me curious into wanting to watch it and see how it connects to the original movies.
And I think that's where it all goes, right? Because this is a new phase in the whole Marvel series. So you want to see how all these movies are going to connect. He's going to be part of the new Avengers. So you want to kind of see what he can do, right? Mm-hmm. So I think it's going to be good. I'm glad the movie did really well. Mm-hmm. We need all the superhero movies to do well.
It passed our expectations.
Well, we haven't seen it yet. But as far as the box office...
from the numbers.
Yeah, it definitely crushed... what we thought it was going to do, because one, historically, September is not a good month to release any films. Mm-hmm. Two, you had the Delta variant going on. Three, there wasn't any buzz initially, right? Like you said, now your friends are posting about it, but they weren't posting about it last week. Mm-hmm. Nobody was talking about it. They wanted to see it. This week, more and more people, you heard the critics talking about how good it is. And it started having like this snowball effect of, well, maybe I should see it. And now people are seeing it. They're getting excited. They're getting hyped. They're hyping us up. Mm-hmm. So I think it had that snowball effect of being a good movie with low expectations during the pandemic, and it beat people's expectations, because at the end of the day, Disney was more concerned about Eternals over Shang-Chi. Even though they were trying to pump it up, they were more looking towards the future of the Eternals. And to be honest, I did not like the trailers to Shang-Chi. It never looked good to me. Mm-hmm. But I'm hearing all these great things about the movie, so I think it's going to be a lot better than I think it's going to be. But at the end of the day, I think
have to go see it.
We have to go see it. But I'm pretty sure the action sequences are going to be really good, because
they're not, or they are?
They are, because he is a martial artist for the most part. Yeah. So you're going to get action sequences versus somebody who can shoot you at rays, right? Yeah. So the hand-to-hand combat will probably be like the Winter Soldier, mm-hmm. which is actually one of my favorite Marvel films, because of hand-to-hand combat. So that's something I'm looking forward to see. Mm-hmm. Mixing the hand-to-hand combat with special moves and skills. So this is going to be an exciting time in the whole Marvel universe. This is a good opening to Phase 4 in the Marvel universe. So let's get it going.
Did you guys see it? Let us know what you think. And until next time.
Until next time, everybody, hit that subscribe button, man. We need followers. Get us up to 15. We got 13. Nah, we got to get to 15. We need 15 subscribers by the end of this week. Hit that subscribe button, man. Make it happen. Do it for us. Tell a friend. Until next time, everybody, we're out. Peace.